that their early game is actually fairly weak until Batrider gets Blink in terms of finding kills. So
or the Magnus Blink, but
yeah,
again, that's not really
either
really
way
fast.
we're looking at
level 100 damage for Waveform plus an attack.
Fata level 5 will get Hex to have things started. Faith should be able to follow up with a stun. There's Luo. Fata will not live. It's 4:30 that draws the first blood. Shadow Fiend taken by Luo. Connects with a stun onto Big Daddy. He'll waveform away.
SF.
But caught with the lasso is the follow-up damage there. Icarus dive across. There is a supernova available. Big Daddy will use it. Mech comes out from Ferrari. Looks like he'll be able to survive the backside of the fight. ChuaN coming in. Ice Blast flying through. Faith, he does have a finger available, but holding it for now. Now ChuaN in a bit of trouble. Burning, joining the party. Omni Slash finds the first kill. Batrider for Sand King, but ChuaN, he'll buy back straight away. Ancient Apparition now in the grave. Big Daddy, no Icarus dive. He's feeling the breath, the burning sword, and it doesn't feel good. That'll be the end of him. Now Fata and Envy, the only two left alive. They'll hug their tier 1 tower. They'll live, but
late game, but it's tough.
Checking in on Eternal Envy, he's been rather quiet this game. Now has the Empower buff to help farm a little bit more. Picked up the Yasha to go with the Power Treads, so it's still taking a little while to come online, and IG are just capitalizing so much on Terrorblade's relatively weak early stage here. Mid lane, Burrow Strike right onto Fata. That's a Requiem of Souls for a double kill onto Big Daddy and Magnus. Oh boy, it just keeps getting worse for Cloud9 here. Burning, finds Misery, Shadowblade with an Omni Slash to follow up, make it 3.
That's just demoralizing right there. 3 dead heroes. He doesn't have to get Yules. He can just go Blink alone and then transition straight to damage items if he so wishes. I think this is actually a good game to just skip Yules entirely. So
very aggressive wards come down. Blink forward from Bone 7. They want Burning. They'll catch him in the lasso. They might be able to bring him down here. Plenty of damage, but the Omni Slash goes off. The RNG is there to finish off the Batrider before he falls. Buys some time for his teammates to join the party as well. Big Daddy, without the Supernova, will secure a kill on the Lion, but now ChuaN with an Epicenter focuses Eternal Envy. He dies. A 2-for-2 trade. Not too bad for Cloud9 if they can get away without losing any more.
And a losing game that's oftentimes not very worth it.
Yeah. IG walk into the Roche pit, and they see that he's respawned, but instead they just head straight to the lane. They don't want to take any undue risk here. Instead, they'd rather clear out this tower and make things a lot more difficult for Cloud9 in terms of contesting. Burning, caught by the lasso, pulled deep into enemy territory, but the follow-up is there. Supernova comes out as the Requiem gets channeled. Batrider goes down first. Now Envy stunned up, fingered, and sent to the grave. It's a 2-for-0 straight away. The Supernova goes off, but the damage is just not there. Big Daddy tries to Icarus dive away, but ChuaN follows up with a stun. It's a 1-for-3. Lion got picked off in the fray. Dastardly fight for Cloud9 as they lose their last.
Jug's damage in comparison is just massive.
And now Jug has a Skull Basher, probably looking towards that Abyssal Blade before too long. More control to just lock down that Terrorblade, prevent him from sundering or anything else. They know there isn't a glyph available here, so this is a good time for IG to push with the Aegis advantage, plus knowing that the Phoenix buyback is on cooldown.
They've got their ultimates at least, so they can get something out of this.
Ferrari walks up to the high ground, Illusion Rune in the bottle. We'll focus the ranged barracks for now, looking for the sure damage. IG playing this very cautiously, putting their Aegis carrier in the front lines. They don't want to overcommit here. Trying to bait with Ferrari and see if they'll waste one of their prized ultimates on him. I think IG happy to not fight here if it means they can secure uncontested barracks, and they will. Now do they back out or go mid? Seems to be the latter here, Purge. They want to end this game.
Huge advantage.
25K net worth and experience to be exact.
They're going to try to take the game here. If the second Rax falls, that's at the very least a long, painful death for C9, so they have to fight here. And it's all going to be down to RP. They don't have the trees to hide them this time, though. And everybody's still spread out.
Split. Lasso onto Luo. Is the follow-up damage there? He's the tankiest target. They can't quite bring him down. Waveform away. He'll survive for now on the other side of the fight. ChuaN, or pardon me, Faith brings down the Phoenix. They kill the Morphling. He'll buy back. They've already taken the tier 3 tower, though. Still not too bad for IG. They know Phoenix can't buy back here, and he did have the Supernova.
Did he get chain stunned? Oh, with Finger of Death. Okay.
He did. He got fingered, yeah. So now the barracks are exposed. Still no glyph available. Morphling had that tier 1 tower to TP to, so he's already back in this fight. Envy buys a BKB. They need to make a stand here. Melee Barracks taking a lot of damage. Fata still has the RP, but IG just split up so well. Fata stunned as soon as he blinks in. Gets follow-up stun, bursted from full to 0 before he can cast a single spell. Now Envy with the BKB on will get off Asunder, but does it matter? I say nay. He's stuck in the well, and this could be the end for Cloud9 G2A here. Buyback comes out from Fata, but they blow up Bone 7, and it's GG. IG head to the finals to face off against VG Gaming.
What a comeback there. They were on the verge of defeat in game 2, but They eked out the advantage, took game 2, and just stomped game 3. I really felt like their drafting there just focused on all the important heroes. First, they banned out Fada's ideal heroes with both the Zeus and the Beastmaster, forced him into picking a Magnus because he was worried about turning into last game with a hero that he's not as comfortable with. And then they also got rid of all of the really good heroes that Eternal Envy may have wanted to play, forced him into a Terrorblade and a couple early